Hey everybody, Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, Fall Classic Baseball. Yes, sirree. And we have a 1980 Billy Ball A's replay going. And we're right about to get started. The managers are exchanging lineup cards at home plate, and the Minnesota Twins are visiting the Athletics here at Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. For the Twins, leading off is going to be the first baseman, Mike Cubbage. Batting second is Kenny Landreau, the left fielder. Batting third is Roy Smalley, the shortstop. Glenn Adams, the DH, batting cleanup. Batting fifth is Rick Sophiel, the center fielder. Batting sixth is the catcher, switch hitter Butch Weiniger. Hoskin Powell, the right fielder, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Rob Wolfong, the second baseman. And John Castino, the third baseman, is batting ninth. On the mound for the A's is going to be Mike Norris. And we have not rolled a bullpen session for him, so let's see what that's going to be. Here goes. And that's going to be an 8, and he's going to be a B pitcher throughout the contest. He'll be a B pitcher. We don't know what Roger Erickson is going to be for the Twins. So we're right about to get this thing started. I do want to quickly just give a quick shuffle to the cards. And that was a epic fail. Let's try that again. Let's see if it works a little bit better for us this time. There we go. Perfect. All right. And the way you play Fall Classic is you roll 2d6. So Mike Norris is going to be a B. And Erickson is going to be a B as well. So 2 B pitchers going at it. So let's see what that results in, because we never know. And the lineup for the A's is going to be Ricky Henderson in left field batting first. Batting second is Murphy, the center fielder. Third is the DH Mitchell Page. Revering in the cleanup spot, the first baseman. Wayne Gross at third base, batting fifth. Batting sixth is the right fielder, Mike Davis. Jim Essien, the catcher, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Mario Guerrero, the shortstop. Batting ninth is Rob Piccolo, the second baseman. And the record for the Twins is 1-2, and the record for the A's 2-1. This is the fourth game between the two teams. And let's play ball. That's going to be a 42. And a 42 is a blank. And we go to Norris. And 1-16, that's a base on balls. And it is a 16, so that's a walk for Cubbage. All right. And I'll be keeping score out. I'll be inputting the data into a replay as well as writing it in, doing a little bit of both. So Cubbage is on at first, and here's Kenny Landreau. That's a 22. Landreau is going to be a base hit. And that is going to send runner is going to hold or run with risk. He will hold. They want to make the first out at third base. All right, first and second here against Norris in the first inning. Roy Smalley, the batter. It's a 23. A 23 is a strikeout. So Mike Norris gets Smalley with a curveball. And it's Glenn Adams. He's a left-handed. He's got some power, a little bit of power, not too much. 6 home runs, 11 doubles, 2 triples, 6 home runs. Batted .286. Here's a pitch from Norris. And that's a 12. And the 12 is going to be a ground ball comebacker to the pitcher. A 2, pitcher S-arm nails the runner at third base. Oh, my goodness. Runner's on first and second advance. So it's a ground ball back to the pitcher, goes to first, and both runners advance. And now it's Sophiel. And here's a pitch. That's a 66. Ouch, that's going to be trouble. Sophiel, 66, and 1 and 2, that's a home run. We have a 14, which is going to be a drive, and that is going to be a double. That will score 2 runs, and it's 2-0, just like that. 1 and 2 here in the first inning. Coverage comes in, followed by Landreau, and it's a 2-run, 2-out double by Rick Sophiel with that 66. And here is Butch Weiniger. And that's a 53 and a 20. That's going to be a range. That's going to be, hold on, let's flip these over. It's going to be a range play on who? Let's see. Let's find out. A range play, a single past the shortstop. Guerrero cannot get to it. And with a runner on second base, there's an assist question here. We're going to make this the center fielder. And the center fielder is Murphy with an A3. So we have a potential for an assist. A 1-3 is an out, and he is out at the plate. So center fielder, it's going to be 8-2, and that will end the inning. But the Twins pick up a couple of runs on 1-2 hits, and well, actually 3 hits and a walk. They lead at 2-0. A single, and he's out at home on an 8-2. There we go. All right, Ricky Henderson leading off the bottom of the first inning. Actually, I don't think we rolled for that KD check, but so that was a 20. The first roll for that KD, let's see, hold on. And that was that range. Trying to remember, it wasn't the double, that was a 66, it was this one here. So let's roll the K. So the KD, then the second one would tell us if it's caught by the shortstop, and a 9, he may get it. So we're gonna have to go back and make an adjustment. He does get to the ball. So let's go back into the previous inning, and we're going to have to run it by real quick. And that's going to be a single, and then K. Runners move up. Then it's going to be the double. All that's in place. But then here is where the shortstop gets to this, and it's going to be a 6-3. So we got to fix that. There's no out at the plate. I forgot to roll the KD, and then I did it now. So that's a ground ball to short, and there's nothing there. Nothing happened there. All right. Again, it's 2 runs on 2 hits rather than 2 runs on 3 hits. And here is Ricky Henderson. Let's do it again here. Let's start fresh. And that's a 65. That's a home run off the pitcher card, and it's a B. 1-6 minus 3 is a 1-3. We got a 16, so that's not going to do it. That's going to be a fly ball, center field, and 1 out. Next is Dwayne Murphy, who batted .274. Steps in the box, swings from the left side. It's a 45. That's a blank, and a 45 is an out. And that is chopped to short, gloved by shortstop Smalley over to first in time. 2 down. And here's Mitchell Page, lefty. That's a 46. Oh, that's going to be a deep drive off the bat of Page. And back goes the right fielder, Powell, to the track, to the wall, and that's out of here. Home run, Mitchell Page. And it's a 2-1 ball game. That is a ballpark home run for Mitchell Page. Roll the 1 on that. And here's pitch Revering. That's a 62. It's a blank. And a 62 is a potential strikeout, but it won't be. So we're going to pull a card, and it'll be a fly ball. And on the run is the center fielder, Sophiel, and he catches up to it to retire at the side. 1 run, 1 hit. And it's a 2-1 ball game. All right, we go to the top of the second. It's going to be Mike Norris against Hoskin Powell. Yeah, it's a 21, and a 21 is going to be an out to the left fielder, lined, but right at Henderson, 1 away. Rob Wolfong is next. And it's 65. And let's see, that 65 is a pitcher home run, and it's a 1-7. And we roll the 1, so that's a deep drive off the bat of Wolfong to right field. And back goes Davis to the track, looks up, out of here. Rob Wolfong connects and makes it a 3-1 ball game. Here's John Castino. And here's a pitch. Say 3-2 or a 32. It's a blank there, and it's going to be an out. Chop to second. Second baseman Piccolo over to first, and that's 2 down. And here's going to be Mike Covage. Mike Covage is a 246 hitter. That's a 33, and that is hard hit down the line. And, oh, nice stop by the third baseman, Gross. Up with it, fires the first, and that retires the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 3-1. Twins, we go to the bottom of the second. Wayne Gross, who just made a nice play at third base. Here's the pitch from Roger Erickson. That's a 61. And a B61 is strike 3. And Gross swings and misses at a high fastball. Next is Mike Davis, a left-handed hitter, with a 12. And a 12 is going to be chopped to short. Shortstop waits, now charges, fires on the run, and gets Davis. 2 up and 2 down. And here's Jim Essien. Essien with a 13. And that's going to be a comebacker. And handled by Erickson. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go top of the third. The Late Late Show with Tony Porter here, playing tabletop baseball using Fall Classic, one of my favorite systems. It's very easy to read cards. I like that about it. You get every season, you get every player. Let me just shut this down real quickly and just take a quick look. There we go. No, that's not it. All right there. Let's see. We are in the top of the third inning. It's going to be Kenny Landreau. Now remember, I'm keeping score by pencil, but I'm also doing it on Replay Baseball, the PC game, just to keep my stats. I'm not a big stat keeper. And it's a 41, and that is going to be a blank there, and it's a base on balls. Second walk allowed by Norris. So Landreau draws a walk, and he's on at first, and here is Roy Smalley. It's a pitch to Smalley. It's a 63. It's a blank. Pull a card. He's batting lefty, switch hitter batting lefty. That's a fly ball, center field. Under it is Murphy, makes the catch. Here's Glenn Adams. And the pitch, it's a 41. That's a blank, but it's ball 4. So that's a third walk allowed by Norris now. First and second for the lefty Rick Sophiel, who had a 2-run double. And it's going to be a 64 this time. And that's going to be a blank. And it's going to be popped up. It's going to be the second baseman calling for it. So let's do this. It's a Essien grounded out. And then it was a walk, a fly out, a walk, a pop out. And here's Butch Weiniger. And both runners take their leads. Norris sets and deals to Butch Weiniger batting from the left side. And that's going to be a 46. Oh, that's going to be trouble. That's a 20. That's going to be a ballpark card. No, it's going to take us to the chart, the 54 chart with runners on. Men on base, 54 chart, wild pitcher pass ball. Refer to pitcher's wild pitch rating. If a 1 falls within the range, runners advance. But a 1 is going to be on the catcher. Essien, who his pass ball rating is a 1 to 2, so it is going to be a pass ball. And both runners are going to move up. He's going to move up there. All right, so second and third, Butch Weiniger still at the plate. So the ball gets by Essien, puts 2 runners in scoring position. Here's a pitch again from Norris. Oh, that's trouble. That's a 66. Ouch. And that's going to be a 14, is going to be ripped down the line into the right field corner. After it is Davis. And around third comes Adams to score, and into second base with a 2-out double is Butch Weiniger. That's going to be 2 and 4 scoring. And the score is 5-1 now. Twins. And here's Hoskin Powell. That's a 51 and an 18. That is going to be, could be 18. We're going to have to roll again for, a catcher exotic chart. All right, hold on a second. Let's get to the exotic chart. I do have an exotic chart here somewhere, I believe. No, no exotic chart. All right, so I'm going to have to look at the book. I do have a... Let me see if I find the exotic chart. All right. So an exotic chart on the catcher with runners on second base says ball thrown down first baseline by the pitcher or the catcher. Pitcher, catcher. All right, hold on. So base is empty, runner on second, ball thrown down the first baseline by pitcher, catcher. Runner scores, batter to second, F batter to third. So this could be a two-base error. It's a little nubber in front of the plate, and Essien grabs the ball and fires it over the first baseman's head. That will allow Weiniger to score on the error. And going to second base on the E2 is Hoskin Powell. So the defense has really sabotaged the inning for Mike Norris. Has not helped him at all. And that's going to be an E2. Oh, that's with first and second. Hold on. Oh no, that was a double there. All right, let me fix this. There was a double. Go back. It was a pass ball. I never wrote all this in. Pass ball, and then there was a double. And now it's going to be an E, two-base error, unless Powell is fast, and he'll make it to third. And he is, so he will make it to third on this. So then I'm going to have to do that. An error on the catcher, and Powell, he'll score, and Powell will make it to third. Wow. E2. All right, so 2 outs, runner on third, and here's Wolfong. And the score is 6-1. And that's going to be a 55. That's going to be a base hit, and a 6 is going to be a single. Well, and that's another RBI, but that again is an unearned run. But Rob Wolfong picks up his second RBI of the game. And here's John Castino. And a 65. Wow. 65 is a pitcher home run. 1-7. We roll a 2. That's a deep drive, left field. Back goes Henderson to the track, to the wall, looks up, and that's out of here. And that will be all for Mike Norris, who cannot get out of the inning. And the score now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yikes. So Norris is out. And here comes Hamilton. We're going to bring in Hamilton, and then later we'll bring in Jones. So Dave Hamilton's going to come in. So he went 2.2. And here's a pitch to Cubbage, Mike Cubbage. At the plate, he's 0 for 1 today with a walk and a run scored. And that's a 26. A 26 is going to be against a righty, it would be a single. Against a lefty, it's going to be an out. And it's popped up to shortstop. and that will retire the side. But wow, that was something else. All right, so that's going to be 6 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits and a couple of walks. And we go to the bottom of the third, Mario Guerrero. That's a 54. That's going to be a wild chart. And it's going to see roll against the left fielder. Roll an E rating for an error against the left fielder. In left field, we got Kenny Landreau. And Landreau, error rating is a 10. We roll a 10, and that's going to be an error. And we're going to go to the exotic chart on that. A little bit of a crazy game here. Let's see, exotic chart tells us against the left fielder. And we're going to roll 2. There's a drop fly. Batter safe at second. Runner advances 2 bases. So it's an E7. Runner on first. Scored with 2 out. A runner scores. So it's a 2-base error on a drop fly ball by Kenny Landreau in left field. So it's an E7. And so Mario Guerrero's on its second base. And here's Rob Piccolo. Pitch from Erickson to Piccolo. That's a 1-5, which is a strikeout. Second strikeout for Erickson. So let's see. Here's Ricky Henderson. Erickson deals. That's a 54. And a 54 with runners on is a wild pitch. If a 2 will be, and that may be even a pass ball. So let's check Weiniger. And Butch Weiniger. No, not a pass ball, but it will be a wild pitch. And runner will go to third base. Henderson's still up. Runner on third. Sophie's playing back, willing to concede the run. It's a 14. That's a base on balls. So Ricky is on at first. Now it says he can steal, but he's not going to steal down by 8 runs. So he's going to play it safe. Here is Dwayne Murphy, a pitch from Erickson. That's a 62. That's a blank, and a 62 is an out. With runners on first and third. And it's going to be a fielder's choice. S batter, he's not S, so it's going to be a fielder's choice. 4-6. RBI for Dwayne Murphy. So Anderson walks. Actually, before that, let's do the wild pitch before that. Wild pitch. Anderson walks. Fielder's choice, 4-6. And here's Mitchell Page. Page homered. And his first at bat's a 54, another 54 with runners on base. Wild pitcher pass ball. If a 4 falls within his wild pitch, it is a wild pitch. There's another wild pitch. And this allows Murphy to make it to second base. And it's a 52, which we're going to try. That's the KD roll, so that's not it. And then a 6, a 52 says left field error. And again, that's Landreau. And his error rating is a 10, so he's going to make another error in left field. Kenny Landreau. And runner's going to move to third base. It's going to be an E7. Fly ball that he misplays. And here's Dave Revering. Here's pitch, and that is a 64. Revering is a blank. Erickson was a B. Pretty sure that's what we said. Oh, I wrote it here somewhere. Yeah, both are B's, so a 64 is going to be a fly ball center field, and that will retire the side. 1 run on really no hits, just a couple errors, a walk, a couple of wild pitches, and a fielder's choice. So 1 run on no hits, and it is a 9-2 ball game. That's Kenny Landreau in the top of the 4th inning against Dave Hamilton. That's a 33, and that's a line drive base hit to right center field. Landreau's on with a single. Dave Hamilton is next. 9-2 the score. That's a 61, and that is a 61 is a strikeout. Smalley swings and misses at a pitch outside the strike zone, and here's Glenn Adams. And that's a 45. A 45 will be an out. And a lefty is going to ground ball to, and it's going to be a 3-6-3 unless the first baseman, Revering, has a weak arm. And Revering, no, has a strong arm, so that's going to be a 3-6-3 double play. No runs, 1 hit, none left. And we move to the bottom of the 4th. So this is the 4th game of a 4-game series to start the 1980 season. Minnesota's won only 1 game so far. The Athletics have taken 2. And here's Wayne Gross, pitch from Roger Erickson. That's a 14. That's a blind. Oh, that's an out. And that's a ground ball. Chopped to second, glove by Wolfong, and throws out Gross. That's a 41. It's a blank. And Erickson is ball 4, so Davis walks. Here's Essien. And a 54, again, a wild result. With a runner on base, wild pitcher pass ball at 12. He's a 14, so it will be a wild pitch. That's his 3rd wild pitch of the day. He's just been rolling tons of 54s. I shouldn't turn that over because he's still batting. Just rolling 54 after 54 after 54. So Davis walked. And then a wild pitch. I'll take a quick sip of my drink. Jim Essien. Here's a pitch. Oh, a 65. It's going to be a -1 home run off the pitcher card. 1-6, but we rolled an 18. So that's not going to do it. Actually, that's not going to do it. And that will be a fly ball to center field. And here's Mario Guerrero. It's a 13, and that's going to be a fly ball, shallow right. Racing in is Powell, and he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left, the walk, and we go to the top of the 5th inning. All right, here's Rick Sophiel. That's a 15 and a 16. A 15 is a strikeout. Sophiel swings and misses at a Hamilton curveball. Now Hamilton can go 11 batters, and he's gone 5, so he's still good. Here's Butch Weiniger. And a 54 again, the wild chart. And does it go to the Wilder chart or the wildest chart? Goes to the Wilder chart. Go to the wildest chart. All right, fly out to left center, caught by center fielder, collision. And I'm not going to play any errors. Now, if it's a 6, the ball is jarred loose, so there's going to be a collision. And if I roll a 6, the ball drops and it's going to end up as a double. Nope. So it's an F8. Now they all collide. The trainer goes out there to make sure everybody's okay. And everybody's okay. They can stay in the game. Hoskin Powell. That's a 45. It's a blank. And we never rolled for Hamilton. I don't remember us rolling for Hamilton when he came in. That's a 6. He's going to be an A. So that's a good thing. All right. So a 45 and an A. And Hamilton, even with an A, does not have good control. It's a 2-out walk to Hoskin Powell, and here comes Wolfong. That's a 54. Again, a wildest result with a runner on base. An 11. Is an 11 a wild pitch? No, it's not. So it's blocked by the catcher. Good block by Essie. Again, Wolfong. 54 again. What the heck is going on? All right. Men on base, pickoff. Catcher arm. What kind of catcher arm does Essien have? Essien has a strong arm. So that's a 1-6, and he is going to pick it. He picks him off at first base. That's an automatic 2-6. Not 2-3, not 2-6. 2-3 picked off, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Wow. So a strong arm catcher is an automatic pickoff. That's interesting. All right, Rob Piccolo leading off the bottom of the 5th inning in a 9-2 ball game. Let me see. Guerrero flight out to right. There's a bunch of things that I didn't write down here. K and an 8. And it's a walk and a pickoff. Oh Christ! I never brought in Hamilton officially, so I got to go back. Let me see. Got to go to the top of the 3rd. Oh no! I'm gonna cry. All right, it's gonna be a walk. Hold on a second. I gotta fix something here. It's a walk, and a fly out, and a walk, and then we're gonna have pass ball. And a pop up. And Weiniger with a 2-run double. And then it's a catcher error, which I think will let the runner go to 3rd. So it's going to be an E2. The batter goes to 3rd, runner scores. And then it's a single, Wolfong single. And it's a 2-run shot by Castino. And then a new pitcher comes in. That's where I never wrote him. And Hamilton gets pop-up to short. All right, that was the tough one. So then it was in the top bottom of the third. It was an 87, a K, a walk. The fielder's so okay. I got a couple wild pitches in that inning. So I got a wild pitch that sends. Hold on. Wild pitch that sends them to third, and then I got a walk, and that's where I'm going to have a fielder's choice. 4-6. Then I'm going to have another wild pitch, and then there'll be an E7 and a fly ball to end the inning, and then we go to the top of the fourth. We have single K 363. That's going to be fast and easy. Single K and a 363, and then the bottom of the fourth is a 4-3 walk and a wild pitch again, another wild pitch, and then an F8 and an F9. And we go to the top of the fifth inning where we got a K and 8, and then a walk and a pickoff. He's picked off by the catcher, pickoff catcher. All right. So we go bottom of the fifth, Erickson versus Piccolo. Let's do this. That's a 22, and that is against Piccolo with a 10, and that's going to be strike 3. That's the second time Piccolo strikes out. Roger Erickson can go 31. He's gone 18 so far, so he's got a long way to go. Here's Ricky Henderson, who's walked. He walked his last time up, and that's a 16, which is going to be a line drive to right field. Right there is Hoskin Powell for the out, 2 down. I pitched to Murphy, 16. 1-3 is a strikeout. So it won't be a strikeout. It will be a ground out to second base. Wolfong throws him out to retire the side. 9-2 ball game. We're in the top of the sixth inning. Not a great game. We were hoping it would be a better game than this. That's a 51. That was the KD. So now we're going to see if there's an error or not. Probably not going to be an error. 51 is on the shortstop. And I know the shortstop, Guerrero, I believe he's a 6. So there's no error. It's a ball that he makes the play on. So Wolfong grounds out to Guerrero, who gloves it over to first and in time. Next is John Castino, who's 1 for 2 with a home run. That's a 2-3, and that's a strikeout. Castino swings and misses and heads back to the bench with the bat on his shoulder. And Hamilton is gone. Now he's gone. It's going to be. He's gone 9. He's headed to his 10th batter. He can go 11. Here's Mike Covage. Yeah, it's a 43. It's a blank. And a 43 is going to be a base on balls. 2-out walk. And here's Kenny Landreau. That's a 23, and that's going to be a fly ball left field. Can of corn for Henderson, makes the catch, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. 1 left on. The walk, and we go to the bottom of the sixth. Page, Revering, and Gross. It's a 55, and that is going to be a base hit single. That was Page, by the way, not Gross. So it's a leadoff single by Page in the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-2, Minnesota scored 6 runs against Norris in the 3rd inning. And let's take a look at Norris went 2.2 innings, gave up only 4 earned runs, 9 runs total, but only 4 earned runs on 6 hits and 3 walks and a couple of home runs. So it's not as, in terms of his ERA, it's not as ugly as it sounds. So here's Revering. That's a 64 and a 5. 64 is a blank, and 64 is an out. And as a comebacker to the pitcher, with a runner on first, he's going to go. Oh, S-arm starts a double play. His arm is a weak arm, so it's going to be a 1-6 fielder's choice. On at first is Revering. Here's Wayne Gross. Right, Wayne Gross with a 36. That's a blank. Against Erickson, the 36 will be a line out to the shortstop. So hit on the screws, but right at the shortstop, Smalley, who's at the right place at the right time. And here's Mike Davis. That's a 43. That's a blank, and a 43 on Erickson is a fly ball into left center field. Center fielder over. Sophiel makes the catch, and that retires the side. And we're going to the top of the 7th inning. Kenny Landreau. So he went 9, 10, 11. All right, so Hamilton can still go until he gives up a hit or a walk. Here's Landreau. That's a 33. That's a base hit, and that's it for Hamilton, just like that. And here comes Jeff Jones. So Hamilton went 1-2-3.1. And here's Jeff Jones. All right, and Glenn Adams. Actually, that should have been Roy Smalley on that. Whatever it was a single. Oh, it was a 33. And, yep. All right, so Smalley's on with a single. And here is Glenn Adams. Got a new pitcher. It is Jones. And, oh, it's a 66, Glenn Adams. And that is a deep drive. And that's going to be off the wall. Smalley is going to hold. So that puts runners on 2nd and 3rd now. And here's Sophiel. Jeff Jones against Sophiel. Infield is 2nd and 3rd. Going to intentionally walk Sophiel to load the bases. And we'll use that roll for Weiniger. It's a 1-4. And that's an out. Infield is looking for the double play here. It's a fly out. And that's going to be a sacrifice fly. RBI to left field. 1st and 2nd. And here's Powell, Hoskin Powell. That's a 56. That's a blank. Jeff Jones, we don't know what he is. We'll use that at 20. He's a C. So Jones is a C. And a 56 on a C is going to be a strikeout. 2 out. And here's Rob Wolfong with runners on first and second. And it's going to be a 62, which is a blank. And that's a strikeout, back-to-back Ks. So 1 run on a couple of hits. No runs on 1 hit. 1 run on a couple of hits. And it's going to be 10 now, 10-2. So first and second, and then it was a first and second, and hold on a second. There's something wrong. First and second, and a walk. Oh, then a sacrifice fly. Okay, then it's Hoskin Powell with a strikeout. And then back-to-back Ks, Wolfong with a strikeout. We go bottom of the seventh inning stretch. Essien. It looked like Erickson to go the complete game, but I don't know that that's going to happen. So 53, that's going to be our KD roll. Doesn't work. And a 13 range play against a center fielder. Center fielder who's out there is Sophiel. Sophiel does not make the play. So it's a base hit. And runner on first. Essien's on with a single. Hey, baby. What's the matter? What's the matter, girlie? You scared the hell out of me. Why do you do that? You want to go outside? Huh? You want to go outside, girlie? Oh, there's the boy, too. The girl and the boy. What's your matter? 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 Come on, you want to go outside? Come on. Let's go outside. Come on. Let's go outside. Come on. No, right there. All right, 2 dogs woke up at 3 in the morning. All right, so I had to let them out a little bit. You never know what they're looking for. So Guerrero is at the plate, and Erickson, the pitch, and that's a 62. It's a blank. We go to Erickson. 62 is a 1-8 strikeout to 12. So we're not going to get the K. We will get a second base. It's going to be a 4-3 put out, moving Essien to second. Here's Piccolo. Oh, it's a 44. That's going to be a base hit. This may score a run. See what happens. Runner on second holds. So first and third. That's 27. He can go 31. So he's still good. And here's Ricky Henderson. It's a 14, and that's going to be a potential base on balls. But with the 15, it will be. That's going to load the bases. So Henderson had almost 120 walks in 1980. Remember, this is 1980 Billy Ball, Fall Classic baseball, one of my favorite games. This will be a Fall Classic weekend. I'm going to play a lot of Fall Classic. Dwayne Murphy with the bases loaded with 1 out. And Erickson checks the sign with Weiniger. He sets. And that's a snake eyes, which will be ball 4. That's going to force in a run. Everybody moves up 1. And that is 27, 20, 29. Here's Mitchell Page with bases loaded. Infield is back looking for the double play. Will they get it? Who knows? 62. That's a blank. 62 is a 1-8 strikeout. There's no strikeout there. So lefty is going to be the bases loaded. Runners advance. Little ground ball, a little chopper to the first baseman, Corbett, who's going to grab it and step on the bag. That will be an RBI for Mitchell Page. Everybody moves up 1. And here is Dave Revering. Pitch to Revering. It's a 22, and that is going to be a base hit single. This may score a couple. Let's see what happens. And he is F, so, oh no, there's nobody there. So that's going to be a 2-run single. That is going to score 1 and 2. 2-run single for Dave Revering, scoring Henderson. And then right behind him is Dwayne Murphy. And I believe that's going to be it. So 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We're going to keep him in there for one more batter. Let's see if we can get it out here. Get out of the inning at least. That would be great if he could do that. Okay, so it's going to be Wayne Gross. If he doesn't get this batter, we're going to replace him. But it's a 2-run single by Dave Revering, and it's a 10-6 ball game now. The A's have scored 4 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's a pitch, and it's a 25 and a 15. 25. Oh, against a righty, that's a deep drive. And back goes the right fielder, Hoskin Powell, to the track, to the wall, looks up, and that's out of here. Holy smokes. A 2-run shot. That's 4 and 5. And the score now is 10-8. And that's going to be it for Erickson. Wow. Thought he can get us out of the inning, but obviously not. And we're going to bring in Marshall. Let's see if we can find Mike Marshall somewhere. Holy smokes. Crazy. Never expected this game. Dogs are now starting to want to come back in. So Mike Marshall's going to get called on. And Erickson was able to go, 6 2/3. One there and one there. So he goes 6 2/3. And then Marshall comes in. He will be facing Mike Davis. Gotta get my dogs. I'll be back. All right. So it's Mike Davis here in a 10-8 ball game. The A's have scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Mike Davis, who's 0 for 2 and he's walked. And let's do this. New pitcher is going to be Mike Marshall. Wouldn't be crazy if the A's were able to come back. You know what? Marshall is tired, so we're going to bring in Verhoeven. Not Marshall, but Verhoeven's coming in. So let's grab Verhoeven and not Marshall. Marshall, I see, is tired on my stat keeper tells me that. All right, so it's Verhoeven against Mike Davis. And let's see how everything's going over here. All right. And here's a pitch to Mike Davis. That is a 26, and that against a righty is a base hit. Holy smokes. And the hits keep on coming. So here we're going to go single. And Davis is on at first with Essien coming to the plate. Pitch from Verhoeven. That's a 53, and that's a range check. That's the KD roll. KD, oh, we don't even know. Going to use that for Verhoeven. That'll make Verhoeven a B pitcher. So Verhoeven will be B. And then we're going to roll for the range. Range is going to be a shortstop range, 17. That is beyond his range. So this will be a base hit. Runner will move to second base. Back-to-back singles here. The tying runs are now on base. And it's going to be, we may bring in a pinch hitter for Guerrero. We got a bunch of, we got Tony Armas, we got Mickey Klutz, we got Jeff Newman, we got a bunch of guys here. Shortstop, Dave McKay can play shortstop, I believe. Actually, Piccolo can play shortstop and McKay can play second base. And Guerrero is a 240 hitter. Let's see who else we got here. 279 there, Klutz 269. 233, Heath 243. So really, Tony Armas. I'm going to bring in Tony Armas to pinch hit. Big situation here. And then we'll bring in McKay to. All right, so Jim Essien singles. Runners on first and second. We got a pinch hitter, Tony Armas. And Verhoeven, here's a pitch from Verhoeven. It's a 43. That's going to be an out. And that is a ground ball to shortstop, over to first, and that retires the side. And Piccolo is going to move to short. So Guerrero's out. McKay is in. Oh, no, I'll do that. We're going to do that for next inning. And let's set that up. Also, Armas grounds out to shortstop to end the inning. 6-5. No, that's not good. Wait, let's go back. Okay. That's a good pinch hitter. Armas is coming in. And he grounds out to the shortstop. 6-3. And our here we're going to make a change. We're going to put Piccolo is going to go to and then McKay is going to come in. And he's going to go to Piccolo is going to go to short. And then McKay is going to go to second base. Done. All right. So it's Jeff Jones here in the top of the 8th inning. The A's pick up 6 runs in the bottom of the 7th on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits and 1, 2, 3 walks. The top of the 8th is going to be Castino. Jeff Jones can go 8. He's gone 5 already. It's going to be Castino and then the top of the order against Jeff Jones. Here, let's do it. That's a 56. That's a blank and a 56 on Jones. Do we have a number for Jones? No, we don't. Don't have a number for Jones. Let's use that. That's a 1. Oh, so he's going to be an A pitcher. And a 56 on an A pitcher is a strikeout. So Jones is an A. And here's Mike Cubbage. It's a 34. 34 against an A is an out. That's a pop-up to second base. Right by the bag is McKay, makes the catch. 2 outs, and here's Kenny Landreau. Landreau is 2 for 3. And that's a 24. 24 is going to be a potential hit by pitch, but no. So it's going to be an out, and it's a fly to right. And Mike Davis holds it in to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Easy inning for Jeff Jones. Pop 4, and then a fly to right. All right, the bottom of the inning, Verhoeven versus Piccolo. 10-8 ball game. Minnesota, 10 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. The A's with 8 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. Here's a pitch to Piccolo. It's a 32. 32 is a blank. We said that Verhoeven is a B, and that's going to be an out. Out of an out, it's a line out to the shortstop, L6. 1 down. Top of the order now. Here comes Henderson, Ricky Henderson. He's walked a couple of times today. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks and a run scored. Pitch from Verhoeven. That's a 53. That's going to be a range, but that is your KD. And that's a strikeout. 2 down. And here is Dwayne Murphy with a 51. That's going to be your KD, no? And a 16. It's not going to be an error. Not at 16. First baseman, there's no way a first baseman has an error that high. And the first baseman is Cubbage. Cubbage's error rating is a 4. So that's a ground ball that he handles, and that retires the side. So Piccolo lines out. Strikeout for Henderson, and then, of course, a ground out to first base for Murphy. And we go Jeff Jones to Smalley. Roy Smalling, the top of the 9th. We're almost done with a game that saw 18 runs, 17 hits, and 3 errors. That's a 13 on Smalley, and that's going to be a line out to the first baseman. L3, nice catch there by Dave Revering at first for the Billy Ball A's. And here is Glenn Adams. That's a 35. That's a blank. 35 on Jones, which I think he's an A. And he is. And that's going to be a Chopper to first base, gloved by Revering. 2 down. And here comes Rick Sophiel. That's a 16. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. So Jones retires 8 in a row, 9 in a row actually. Retires 9 in a row. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Last licks, 10-8 is the score. It's going to be a new pitcher, by the way. It's going to be the closer, Corbett. For the Twins, Doug Corbett was their closer in 1980. Let's grab him. And I'll tell you a little bit about his stats in 1980. He was had 23 saves, 1.06 whip, 136 innings pitched. Doug Corbett. All right, it's going to be Mitchell Page. We're going to find out what Corbett is. Let's roll. Hopefully he's a 20 for the A's. No, he's a B. He's going to be a B. All right, Corbett. He's going to face Page, Revering, and Gross. Here goes. Mitchell Page. Oh, a 23. 23 is going to be strike 3. And a curveball gets Page. 1 down. Next is Revering. Here's a pitch from Corbett. Yeah, it's a 55. That is driven down the line into the right field corner. And into second base with a double is Dave Revering, a 1-out double. Hoskin Powell gets the ball in. And it's a 1-out double here. That brings the tying run to the plate. Wayne Gross. Need a 66. That's a 23. That's a run around second by a lefty. And that is a ground ball to first. Taken by Coverage. That allows Revering to go to third. So the A's are down to their last out, and it's Mike Davis. Here's a pitch to Mike Davis. And that's a 21. That's a strikeout, and the ball game is over. Doug Corbett comes in and picks up a save. He goes 1 inning. And it was Verhoeven who went, he went 1.1. And that's a Mike Davis strikes out to end the ball game. We're going to check the box score before we clear out of the game, because you can't really get back in. Jones with 3 innings. And Verhoeven, and wow, crazy game. So Mike Davis strikes out to end the ball game. The final score is the Minnesota Twins 10, the Oakland A's 8, and the series is basically tied at 2 apiece. But that was a blast. I'm going to put the Twins away. Get ready for the next series, whoever that's against. I'm not sure yet who that's against. But that was definitely a lot of fun. And the win, obviously, is going to go to Roger Erickson, despite giving up 8 runs. He's going to get the win. Let me double check. Yeah, Erickson goes 1-0. Mike Norris goes 0-1. Let's look at the box score here. Three Oakland A's had 2 hits apiece. Mitchell Page, Dave Revering, and Jim Essien. Then it was Kenny Landreau with 2 hits for the Twins, and Rob Wolfong with 2 hits. Home runs, Wolfong hit his first. Cat Castino hit his first. For the A's, Mitchell Page hit his first, and Wayne Gross hit his first. And that's pretty much it. 3 wild pitches for Erickson. Wow. I wonder how many wild pitches he had in reality. Crazy. And that's it. And I'll tell you who they play next. I'll tell you that in a second. We're going to play Seattle. Oh, that's going to be fun. It's going to be Abbott versus McCaddy at Seattle. And that's about it. This is Cards and Dice. Tony Porter. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys do well. And I'll see you. This was Fall Classic Baseball. Final score. Let's get that out. 10 to 8. We had, I didn't do this, but it was 10 to 8 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits for the A's against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits for the Twins, I believe, or something close to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, both teams had 9. And let me go check that again because I remember reading something totally different. I don't know why. Let me go back to that was Sunday's game. Oh. And it was, yeah, it was 9 and 9. That's it. So I got it right. And it's going to be the next game is going to be Abbott versus McCaddy. We got to pull out the Seattle Mariners. That's going to be fun playing with them. So take care. Thanks for watching, and enjoy Fall Classic Baseball and all the other games we got. Take care.